Hi guys, wee Bob here, and I am on a beach walk for the first time in 2020. I've been away from YouTube for a while and just not had any motivation to do it. I cannot feel my fingers, they are freezing. It is absolutely freezing out here, but I can actually come out because there's no more wind, which is great. It's been windy for like weekend after weekend, storm after storm. It's just not really been possible to get out and about. Now that I'm out and about, I've got to worry about getting the coronavirus. So did my apocalypse shop last night. Make sure the pantry's all stocked up for when the zombies outbreak turns, or whatever it is, the coronavirus turns into a zombie outbreak or something like that. So I'm out and I thought I'd do Gamingish Questions by Swifto. I've not actually prepared this at all. I just decided to come out a walk. I can't feel my fingers, so there's no chance that I'm holding this while telling you my answers. So I've not really looked at the questions, so I might have to kind of chop and change this video, and I'm not even sure I can hold it, so I may have to go for some retrospective footage. I do have a lovely picture of Aaron in the background. Hopefully you can see it, probably not. Where are you, Aaron? It was nicer the other day because there's snow at the top of it. You can kind of maybe just see it underneath the clouds there. So might get some rain, hopefully not, because I forgot to bring my proper boots. These ones definitely aren't waterproof. I've been away just busy, DIY, kids rooms, papering, building beds. What else have I been doing? Working away, just got loads of things on, and YouTube had to take a back seat. I was looking for a wee bit of a break from it as well. I haven't done any drawing since November last year. I started a drawing recently. But anyway, Gamingish questions. So what I might do is just record the audio, stick this to some other footage because my hand cannot stay out here. I can't actually feel my fingers. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to move them. Hope you guys are well anyway, and we'll carry this on as an audio file, and I'll just stick some footage to it that I've got somewhere in my archives. So cheers guys, and for the moment wee Bob is out. Okay, right, I've got my hands back in my pockets. Hopefully you can hear me, hopefully this is working. It is absolutely freezing out here. Thankfully I've got my big jacket on. I'm okay in terms of warmth, but there's no way I can record and talk and hold that camera at the same time. It's rather wet out here, I have to say. Trying to get to some drier sand. Right, first question is something along the lines of what superpower would you want to betray your order for, but you have to kill younglings? Anyway, I don't know the words precisely, but the idea is that you are Anakin Skywalker. Emperor Palpatine's kind of told you to go and kill all the Jedis, and he also kills the younglings in order to get the superpower of bringing people back from the dead. And that would be his mum in the story of Phantom Menace. And the question is, what superpower would I kill younglings for? Now, I did watch Kev's response to this, and like him, it's not something that I would do. I can't imagine I would ever do that, especially just for a superpower. Superpowers aren't that special. I guess it's not even an easy question. The best way to answer that would be, what superpower have you always wanted, or what superpower do you think is the best? And I would probably go with invisibility. And I think if I was to kill younglings to get the ability to be invisible, then I would say definitely use my invisibility, because I would be so full of shame at what I had done. I guess the difference with Star Wars though is that whatever universe they're in, this power of anger, this power of hatred is a way of overcoming the person. Our world doesn't really quite work like that. Yes, you can get angry and yes, you can lose control, but it doesn't stay with you, and you tend to revert back to being a rational human being. The problem was that Anakin Skywalker kind of went down that road and he lost kind of just like his whole good side, faded. Not entirely, as we find out later on, but in terms of his core being, it's a bit of a contrast, but that anger leads to hate, hate leads to suffering, etc. So I think that world is different from the way that our bodies work in the anger department, unless you are maybe one of these people who does have anger issues. And I'm getting stuck here. How am I going to get out of here? Sorry, there's a river crossing my path and I'm either going to end up with wet feet, which is not going to be good, especially for the rest of the walk. Hopefully I do not. So that was question one. So for me it'd be invisibility, because then I could turn myself invisible and just hide from the world due to my shame. If I was a real callous person, I'd just use my invisibility and go steal things and live a rich life, because I'd be able to corrupt loads of things and earn loads of money. Obviously, all joking aside. So number two is, I think, what games would you suggest to your friends to discourage them from gaming? I think that's the next one. And having a think about it just now while we're walking along, might cut some of this out so you don't have to listen to me thinking, even though that's not a audible sound. Well, maybe I've heard people say I can hear your brain. What games would I suggest? There is some really, I try to think of the way that Kevin Swifto went about answering this, and I don't think they did this version of it, but there is some games out there that are utterly frustrating and not worth playing, or you get so frustrated that you just can't go on anymore and you chuck the controller away. Try to think of some specific examples. Most recently I was playing a game called Prisoner of War, and it's on PlayStation 2. One of the pickups I got. Tried it out. Graphics are pretty poor, and the worst thing was the control mechanism. Now I don't know whether I had a glitch in my system, but playing the game was just unplayable. I was walking in the wrong direction. Various things happened. So frustration things. One of the games I've been playing recently is Red Dead Redemption 2. I have now completed it, and I guess it answers a question later on, because that is the answer to it. Most recent game completed, and it would be Red Dead Redemption 2. But in that game there's a bit about legendary fishing, and you go to particular points and you fish, and as Swifto says, he hates games where you've got to go fishing. Well, this was the most frustrating fishing experience of my gaming experience, and it was, you've got to buy this special lure, you get this special fishing equipment, and head up north to this lake. And so I'm standing next to this beautiful lake, scenery is beautiful, game graphics are amazing looking, fishing away, and I hooked this big huge monster legendary fish. Can't remember exactly which one it is in the game because there's several. So I'm pulling in the rod and trying to pull this thing into the shore, fighting for my life. Struggle, man versus beast stuff. And so I see it gets closer, you can see it in the surface, it splashes around, you let it go out a wee bit so your line doesn't snap, and you keep fighting this thing, you get it closer to the shore inch by inch, muscles tearing, and eventually you land this big huge fish in the shore, and that's why I landed this big huge fish. And so what happens is you pick up this fish and you have to store it on the back of your horse and take it to the post office to send off to this guy who's collecting legendary fish. So that's what I do, I start heading back across the craggy rocks that I'd been standing on, trying to get back towards my horse, trying to get back to shore, because I'd went to this kind of wee sweet spot to fish, and one false move, one bad move, and I slip, my foot gives way, and I slip, and that big huge legendary fish falls out of my hands, and I say no as it falls slowly down to the ground. And I'm not panicking at the moment, I'm just thinking I want to send this thing off perfect to this guy. So it lands and it slithers and it's bouncing off the rocks and still on land, but it disappears between two rocks, and in a gaming way it disappears. And I'm like, no, that's not allowed. My legendary fish has disappeared from the screen. However, on my map there's this yellow paw to indicate that it's still there, but it's nowhere in sight. So after all my strife, I'm trying to pick it up. I'm thinking, okay, what do I do here? I try coming in at the rock from different angles to see if I can pick up this legendary fish that I've just landed. And can't get it, so head off, think, okay, I'll go for a sleep in the night, see if the matrix will reset itself. The black cat won't walk across in front of me twice. And I go for a wee sleep, a wee snooze, nice comfy pillow out below the stars. Wake up in the morning and no. Can I get to this fish? No, the yellow paw is still on my map. I try several times, try running away from the area, try coming back, try going there. Yellow stupid paw print is still in front of me and I can't get this fish. So I have given up the ghost and I decide to continue on with the rest of the missions because this is frustrating the crap out of me. Now, if you're not a gamer, you may not have that type of determination. And I can imagine it would put a lot of people off gaming. So how would I discourage somebody from gaming? I would make them go get legendary fish in Red Dead Redemption and then drop them between two rocks. So literally between a rock and a hard place. Right, question number 3. Can't remember for the life of me what it is. Pause this just now, splice this together. The rain's just started coming on, which you might hear because my microphone's below my jacket. Feet are thankfully still dry. So pause this here. Okay, next question, since I found them, is what video game character would you most likely be friends with? So I haven't had any preparation for this at all. I'm just ad-libbing as I go. Swifto mentioned a person, Kev mentioned a person, which I thought was really, really weird. I mean, I just don't think that guy's got the anatomy to actually speak or sit in a cafe or hold a pint for that matter, because it just doesn't work. Anyway, Kev, you get your weirdness, that's okay. Me, let me think. It's a toughie. Right, let's go with this. I love the Alien movies. There's something about them that just, even though I know the story, I've listened to the movie because I listen to movies quite often rather than watching them. I would have to say that I would like to be friends with Amanda Ripley. Don't quite know how that would work in terms of she is the daughter of Ellen Ripley and she appears in Alien Isolation. Now, maybe this popped in my mind because I'm sure that's something that somebody said that they would not play. In fact, I think it was maybe Kev. Now I've tried to play Alien Isolation and I've failed miserably. And what I tend to do when I am so scared of a game is I go watch a playthrough so that it's not me that's getting frightened. The actual outcome of it is not based on any decisions I make. So I go and watch a playthrough, which is what I did with Alien Isolation, even though I've got it on Steam for the PC. And I'd started playing it, but the atmosphere too much. Even my daughter was giggling at me when I tried to play it last. Anyway, I would quite like to go after Amanda Ripley's engagement with the alien and finding out about her mum and what happened to her mum. I think it would be quite an interesting story to sit down and be friends with Amanda Ripley, even just for a day, to sit and talk about what happened to her mum and how her experience was, and it'd just be quite a gripping story to have with somebody. So aye, that's the one that pops to mind. Like I says, there is no preparation to this. I could have went with maybe Lara Croft, or try to think of anybody else that I would even remotely identify with. Trying to think of anybody that's really gripped me. I mean, Arthur Morgan, that wouldn't be a bad shout either. Oh, you need to excuse me. Being friends with Arthur Morgan would be pretty good. I think I would like to hear his old cowboy stories. Arthur Morgan's the main protagonist in Red Dead Redemption 2. So, it'd be pretty good to be friends with him. He's good in a gunfight, he can protect me. But Amanda Ripley would be a bit of a badass as well, so aye, tough one. So somewhere in between those two. Right, question 4 I believe is, you're in the desert, you see a turtle lying on its back, skin baking in the sun, I think, is the Blade Runner quote. Why? It's just wiggling about, can't move. Why are you not helping? Tell me why you're not helping this turtle. What is a turtle? It's a wee bit like a tortoise. So why am I not helping this turtle? My answer is, I'm sick and sadistic, and I've decided that as I'm in the desert and there's a lack of food, turtle soup is on the menu tonight. So, hey, my luck that I found a turtle lying on its back and baking in the sun. It's helping me. No, I don't need to help it. It needs to help me, because I'm hungry. Get in my belly. So that's my answer to number 4. I don't know what question number 5 is, so I'm going to have to stop this again, go have a look and see where we go from there. Okay, here we go again. The rain is starting to come down. Hoping it's going to clear. It's kind of hard to tell. Don't know if you'll be able to hear the spits on the microphone. I'll need to clean up the audio anyway. So let's have a wee think about the next question. And question 5 I believe we're on to is, what YouTube video have you always wanted to make but have never got around to doing it? I think that's kind of what it's, or what would you like to make? A YouTube video wise? It's kind of an easy answer, because I have got lists and lists and lists of YouTube video ideas, usually surrounding artwork, and I guess I've never made most of them, doing like art tutorials, and the main reason I haven't done those is just I don't have the space and the time. I mean, I do have the time, you just have to make time, but one of the reasons I've taken a bit of a backseat from YouTube recently is that I'm trying to find any kind of room where I live, somewhere with a bit of peace and quiet, has been particularly difficult. With the storms, I've not been able to get out to the beach like I am doing today, and therefore I haven't been able to make YouTube videos. So, and especially with the art ones, I've always wanted to do kind of an art series, going through how I learned what I learned. I've still got massive amount to learn, but just kind of talking through artwork and doing stuff on real detailed aspects of artwork. And I know that's a kind of boring answer compared to my last ones, but that is kind of the answer. Try to think of anything else. I did have a haunted house one I was meant to do for Halloween a few years ago. I took some footage in a castle, haven't put that up either. And so I just haven't had the room to make these videos. I think I would have made them if I had the proper setup. My boy's got this great setup, so I have been thinking about using his setup. He's got a proper YouTube channel. Again, he's running it really smoothly, doing live streams and talking away. So he's got the lights, the cameras, obviously still an amateur type setup, but good enough for the likes of what I want to do. Question 6 I think is, have I asked this question before? And I think this is what confused me in the last Gamingish Questions. Made me confused, you know. Maths isn't my strong point, so aye. Have you asked this question before, Swifto? Grumpy growl to you, Swifto, you horrible human being. Okay, question 7, can't even remember. What was it? What was the last game you completed, I think it is? And I've already answered that, which was Red Dead Redemption 2. However, I have been on with my lack of YouTube NES, I have been on a mad completionist type journey. So I was playing Mad Max. I've now completed Mad Max. What is frustrating about Mad Max, and I've heard Dean Thompson, Escape the Gaming, talk about this, there's a certain glitch in the game that stops you getting kind of completion for the final car, or the final part of your car, I think it is. So you've got to clear a minefield, and I don't know whether he thinks this has been fixed or not, but definitely in my game there's one final minefield that I'm meant to clear to get the last part for my car, and I cannot get it because the minefield is not in existence, and it is doing my head in, and I had to just kind of go, right, I give up. And I guess that would be another answer to the what would you do to discourage people from gaming. Again, games that you're getting so close of a goal that's set out right at the beginning, this dream. Road Warrior gets his absolutely fantastic car, the car of his dreams, the car of legendary stuff, and he gets to the end and he cannot get the part. How crap is that? Stop it. Don't game. It's a horrible hobby to have. Costs you loads of money sometimes, unless you're a cheapskate like me and wait for years for the games to come down in price. Yeah, it can be an oddly satisfying but extremely dissatisfying hobby to have. So aye, that's another example. What was that question I was answering? Last game I completed RDR2. Right, trying and head up. I've been kind of avoiding people on the beach. Let's find out what the next question is. See if we can do it without doing a stopper. Let's see. My nose is running. It's freezing. Question 8. You are involved in a horrible accident. Your face is melted off. However, a powerful evil wizard saves your life and says you can have a new face. Can't even speak. In order to do this, however, you will have to rip off someone else's face to give it to you. Whose face do you want to steal? Right. Oh man, this rain is horrible. Right, it's really coming down. Oh, it's gross. Right, okay. Face. Somebody's face that I would want to rip off because a powerful evil wizard can give me it. Oh man, that's a difficult one. Again. Nah, because that's an evil question. Because what if you like? I really like somebody's face, but you really like the person as well, so you don't want to just rip it off. So who's got a cool face that really annoys you? I guess one person that you could say is no, I don't even think that'd be a good one. Like I was going to say Justin Bieber, because he really winds me up, but he is a good looking guy, and so nah, I couldn't go. Even that would be too far. Even if I was looking at that face every day, I'd like punch myself, knock myself out. Yeah, that's a conundrum, that one. It's difficult because everybody you like their faces. You're like, well, there's a good guy. I guess maybe Tom Cruise, the younger Tom Cruise, because Tom Cruise turned into a bit of a not very nice person from what I read. I'm not totally sure about that, but we'll go with Tom Cruise because he's a good looking guy. Money, fame, I guess. I wouldn't really like fame, mind you, but you kind of have to go with somebody famous so that people know what you're talking about. Aye, it would need to be Tom Cruise, I think. Justin Bieber would just be a step too far. Like I say, I'd want to rip the face back off again and just have a bony skeleton walking around. Right, okay. I don't even know what question I'm on. Let's have a look again. Question 9. What item of clothing would you like to come back? Of all the questions I've asked in my 3 question videos, which one do you hate the most? That one, last one's an easy one and the answer's number 6. Have I asked this question before, you horrible human being, Swifto? Anyway, question 9 is, what did I say question 9 was? Literally just said, how bad is my memory getting? And I'm not even that old yet. Clothing. Item of clothing that I would like to be brought back. I mean, I was going to say, at the moment I'm freezing, nose is running, it's absolutely freezing out here, it's raining, my whole body's getting soaking. A duffel coat would be pretty good, or a big trench coat, like a big 80s Dick Tracy trench coat, a private investigator trench coat would be right good right now. Or one of the cool hats, I don't know, some sort of weird hat would be good. One of the big, huge, cover your ears, cover your face. Numbers would be good. What do I miss though? What do I miss in terms of like clothes? I mean, I was brought up in the 80s, kind of born late 70s, brought up in the 80s. Try and get anything I used to wear. It would be funny. I did used to wear cycling t-shirts to discos. Those kind of lycra tight ones because it was like a fashion thing at the time, or at least I was told it was. Maybe that's why nobody ever came near me. I can't think. Maybe like a big 80s jumper. Again, right now I'm freezing, so a big 80s jumper would be good. It's a difficult one, Swifto. I don't know the answer to it. Shell suits definitely not. They're too noisy. Plus you burn and melt to you. No, I can't think of anything else. So the other thing that Swifto's talking about escaping the world of YouTube and getting on with some other aspects of life, maybe some drawing and some comics, some music creation, or I don't know, things that he's wanted to do all his life. And if Swifto does disappear from the YouTube world, I will miss his presence. I know he said he'll comment but that means I've then got to keep doing videos, and what if I don't want to do videos anymore? Does that mean you just don't talk to me anymore? Or have I got to go and try and rake through other people's YouTube videos to see if you've had any interaction? So my question to Swifto would be, although you're planning on this exodus, this run into the plains of silence, do you ever plan on doing the odd 10 gaming-ish questions just to annoy the crap out of me and Kevin and Sardonic Pickle? Because I think if you don't give us your crazy ass questions, we'll all be a wee bit sad because of it. And even if it's one video every 3 months with gaming, I can't even say it, it's that bad. That's why I wanted to stay around. It's like a bad movie that you hate, but yeah, when you see it, you just can't help respond to it. You can't just help watching it, even though it's like a guilty pleasure. So that's my question back to Swifto. I'm going to leave this here because I have waffled, and I keep getting slagged at work for this, saying the word waffle, and they keep telling me it's waffle, and I don't know why I keep saying waffle, but I do say waffle because I'm a weirdo. And so that's my question to you, Swifto. Thank you for your question, sir. Hope that your life is treating you well, and hope everybody else's life is treating them well. I am going to go back to my car and trying to find the Tom Cruise's face, because I think my face has been ripped off while I've been in this freezing cold rain. You guys have a great weekend. Hopefully I'll get this video up to some sort of footage. I really couldn't keep the camera out because it was way too cold, so I'll find something to put it to, some sort of boring ass background that you can watch. Still got loads of things I haven't done for people. People ask me for things, I promise things and then I fail to deliver, and I do apologise for that. It's not intentional, it is a bit of other priorities, and it is a bit of laziness on my part. I'm not going to pretend about that. So hope you guys are well. Have a great weekend, and Wee Bob is out.